Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Pushing Objectives, playing Hearthstone. Uh, Today, we're going to be taking a look at a budget zoo deck. This one is, in fact, made with the new Festival of Legends cards that just came out. I've been experimenting in the last couple days, in the aftermath of the launch, with what exactly, goes well with a budget deck. I settled on zoo because I like zoo archetypes in general, just things that like to play a lot of creatures. And yeah, this deck is no exception. You play down creatures from turn one, um, and just kind of get the stats on board and use those stats to either pressure your opponent or um, to trade efficiently into their minions. So, without further ado, I would like to go ahead and hop on into a match. So yeah, I thank you all for following along with me. The deck tracker was not working today. The Literally the Hearthstone deck tracker app just was not working at all. So yeah, I just kind of took a little screenshot of the deck and put it on the right side just so then you would still know what we're playing um, without an official deck tracker.
Your soul shall be mine.
Alright, so let's see. Hopping on into game number one here. We have some good options for our hand. I'm thinking we'll keep the Flame Imp, probably dump the Tour Guide. Although, I don't know, Tour Guide isn't terrible either. But yeah, since we already have the Flame Imp, we're going to dump our Tour Guide. Kind of look, yeah, there we go. Rolling Stone is a great follow-up to a turn one play. Okay, Prince Renethal triggers from my opponent. That's fine. And I mean, if he has nothing to attack on turn two, potentially we're looking at playing Tour Guide and Beaming Sidekick next turn. Okay, so yeah, so let's play Beaming Sidekick and Tour Guide. And I mean, we're not saving the hero power for anything. I'll just use it and get an extra card. Alright, so we can still play Rolling Stone next turn as a 2-mana 3/3 rush. So that's always nice, just to be able to, play something and clear whatever it is from your opponent. Let's kind of see what he's up to here. But yeah, as you can see, we put in Void Virtuoso, which, during my turn, then my hero is immune, which is nice for your hero power, because otherwise you would take damage. Let's see, so he is discovering a spell that's looking like Rolling Stone is going to be a good card to play next turn, so go ahead and interact with that. Yeah, so here, let's play this. The consideration is to play the Virtuoso now, and I think we will. I mean, I was considering saving it for Rolling Stone, the activation of the second Rolling Stone, but since I'm playing it now, the Rolling Stone is already active. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and this one's tricky. I mean, let's see, if we clear it with the two left minions, then we can develop, like, the static waveform, maybe? Alright, there we go. So yeah, so I mean, the static waveform will lose an attack or in health each turn, but, I don't know, I still find it's a lot of stats being a 3-mana 5/6. And, I mean, oh. And there we go. He literally wasted his drown on that. That's amazing. Alright. Okay. I don't know how this is gonna work with making my hero immune. That was one of the questions I had during deck building. But I guess I'll just play the stereo totem just to kind of help continue pressure on my opponent. You know, because it'll just be giving my minions more and more stats the longer it's out there on the field. Let's see. Identity theft. Okay. That's sketchy. What an interesting card to play right now. Hmm. Alright, Tour Guide comes down, gives him a free hero power. Okay. Alright, so really concerned about dying here, I guess. Not what I expected. Rowdy Fan is a good pickup here. So I think we probably tap, because all I really know I want to play this turn is Rowdy Fan. So yeah, so let's go ahead and tap. Ooh, Raid Leader. Ooh. Yeah, I like Raid Leader here. Just pushing in a ton of damage. Lets my totem clear out his 1/1. Yeah. There we go, and he's down to 13 health. So, yeah, all in all, I'm liking this game plan of just playing efficient creatures and buffing them with various buffs like Rowdy Fan, giving something +4 attack, or, you know, Raid Leader giving everything +1 attack. You know, and I mean, I usually wouldn't run Raid Leader. Like, you know, Raid Leader is not the strongest card, but in general, it's actually a decent just board-wide buff in a class that usually doesn't have those. Oh, there we go. He silenced something. Silenced my totem, actually. Wow. Okay. I did not expect that. Let's see. Do we have lethal? I have 6 in hand. So let's see. 4, 5, 6 on board. I am 1 damage short right now of lethal. With 6 mana. So I can't tap, find something, and then win the game. I mean, unless I could find the other Rowdy Fan, I suppose. Oh, actually, no, I couldn't. I don't have the mana for that. I'm 1 mana short from being able to play both and tap this turn. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna tap. Ooh, Candle Raiser. Okay, that's decent. Do we have any way to finale this turn? No. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna give this +4 attack. And I'm literally just gonna swing face. So time to see what this is gonna do. Okay, so if I would take the fatigue damage, this gets the attack and health buff anyway. Like, regardless if the damage actually hits me or not. Interesting. Okay. So Sylvanas comes down. That is not enough to save him, I don't think. Yeah, no, I do not think so. Yeah, GG, dude.
It is finished. You win.
GG, dude. So game number 1 going to the budget zoo deck. You know, straightforward. Just, you know, there is a lot of efficient creatures in this set. And, you know, I was really looking at it and I was like, you know what? There is so many different options for a interesting zoo list. Let's just go ahead and toss them all in one list and kind of see how it pans out. But so far so good. Let's see. Oh, what do you got? Alright, so turn 1 we're looking at probably playing well, actually, what are we playing turn 1? Turn 1 Flame Imp, which means turn 2 Tour Guide potentially, which might be too slow against Hunter. Well, because I mean, it all depends on what he's trying to do. Because if he's trying to be like a, you know, like a standard Beast Hunter kind of thing, where like he's looking for just bigger and bigger beasts, then you know, we're not really concerned about that. But if he's Face Hunter, then we're quite concerned with that because, you know, then we're already dealing damage to ourselves with the Flame Imp. Then we don't want to be also hero powering turn 2. That's very slow and it does damage to us. It just adds up. So we don't want to be in that position. But, and it looks like he's actually some kind of like arcane spell damage hunter, so that could also be concerning. Let's see, how do I want to play this? Draw a spell from your deck. If it's arcane, give it +1 spell damage. Okay. I think we get this down and either make him deal with it, or at the very least, like, just get it out there so it's buffing up our creatures. I think that's a great place to be. So see, now we're holding a 1-mana 5/4 Flame Imp.
Sharper aim.
Sharp arrow, sharper aim. Oh, see, I like that. That's a really cool, vocalization for that card. So I'm gonna play Rowdy Fan, buff my totem, and get rid of this guy though. You know, just like, I mean, give the totem attack so it's not just sitting there with 0 attack. And it will let me get in 3 face damage this turn with my Flame Imp. Okay, 1, 2. Okay, so he hit all my creatures. That's actually really bad luck. I would have probably preferred it to hit my face, honestly. So I think we tap here, honestly. We're not looking too great on the cards we actually want to play. So yeah, we'll take the 1 to give my creature +1/+1. Stag charge, okay. I think that's the problem, is that like we're just gonna get overwhelmed with you know, with this guy's very efficient creatures. Although, you know what? Now we can play Flame Imp and we can give the Flame Imp and the Rowdy Fan Divine Shield with Candle Raiser. That's actually pretty nuts. A 7/6 Divine Shield on turn 5 with other minions on board. That's pretty nuts. That is a pretty crazy turn, not gonna lie. So let's kind of see how that goes.
Astounding.
Yeah, astounding.
Thank you.
Thank you. But I mean, you know, we got this Savage Ymir Jar. I think I say that correctly. I don't know. Oh. All right, Arelon comes down. Okay, he's gonna clear the Divine Shield on my minion. Let's see. So I mean, the consideration is there to play the Savage Ymir Jar and just clear that. The other consideration is to just like buff my creatures while I have stuff on the board. You know, because I can play this, and this. Which I mean would lead to a lot of damage. Let's see, because this would be 3 damage, this would be 2 damage, so that'd be 5 damage just between these 2 cards, like extra, for this turn.
So many possibilities.
Yeah, and if I don't play them, then I'm discarding them to the Ymir Jar. So I probably just play them, honestly.
Hey, I got you, friend.
Alright, so yeah, we could have dealt another 5 to face, but I wanted to take care of Arelon, especially while I could do so with the Divine Shield. You know, you don't really want to be losing your creatures like that, so, you know, I don't know. I figure we can just kind of do our best and hopefully stay on top here. Unfortunately, as the game goes on, and the more and more wild seeds wake up, we're going to be in more and more trouble because that's how the whole deck is designed. Oh, jeez. Okay. So that's pretty rough. I mean, we lost most of our stuff there. I think I just play the Ymir Jar this turn and just, like, attempt to get back on board here. And then we tap. Let's see. So now we want... It honestly doesn't matter which one of these takes more damage. I guess we'll have the 7-8 take more damage. Yeah. Because we do want to clear as much as we can, I think, this turn. I mean, you know, if he doesn't have a particular, you know, plan to clear my board, I think we're in a pretty good spot. Unfortunately, I also think if he does clear our board, we might just lose. Okay. Azure Drake. We're fine with seeing Azure Drake. Okay. Anything else? Deal 3 to a minion. Okay. So, I mean, we don't win this turn, but we also don't lose, which, I don't know, which might be good enough. I can Annoying Fan his 4/5, which is good. Tap. Alright, tap first. We'll go ahead and Annoying Fan his 4/5. Alright, so let's see. There we go. And then I think just making my minion as big as possible, like my strongest minion, I think that's really going to help. Because, you know, I mean, Hunter really relies on having particular cards to deal with big creatures like that. Like, the main card that comes to mind is, like, Deadly Shot. You know, so they have Deadly Shot, they have, you know, poisonous minions, I guess, sometimes. But having 6 health means your unit is probably pretty safe. You know, from most forms of, you know, what he can actually do to clear it. It looks like he is going to be able to clear it if he wants to attack with the Azure Drake, which would leave me with just a 3/1 on the field, and unable to win at the moment. Unfortunately, yeah, it looks like he also had a spell, so that is just not good. So we're going to need to find 5 damage somehow. And nothing in the deck really just does direct damage. It's more about just having a board and then utilizing a board. So that is really not good. I think he may have just won this game. But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, see, he thinks he's won too, which is fair, you know. Yeah, see, and yeah, we just lose. Well played. So, you know, so far we're 1-1. I want to play one more round with this particular deck. Because, you know, I think for a budget deck, it's definitely not in a bad spot. Yes, you know, you can lose your board, and yes, that does really sting. But, you know, just the... I mean, one, you're going to be going through a lot of games with a deck like this, where it's very, like, you know, aggressive, but also, like... I don't know, it's an aggressive minion-focused deck, which is always nice. But then you're also just able to, you know, just go through a certain amount of games because you're playing aggressively. You know, you're not really, you know, playing a control deck where, you know, you might only get, like, 2 or 3 games a night in because they're longer, you know? So, so yeah, I don't know, I like cheap, fast decks like this, where, you know, you can just go ahead and build it really quick, play some games, you know, finish up your dailies, and then you're good to go, and all of a sudden, you're just stacking up cards, that you can use to build other, more expensive decks, you know? Since we're going against a Paladin, I'm actually going to coin out the Stereo Totem, because it's unlikely he'll have anything to deal 3 damage for the first couple turns. That's just like a pretty much a Paladin, you know, thing where they just won't have the ability to deal with, like, you know, early game stuff with lots of health. In fact, I'm just gonna play the other Stereo Totem. Honestly, we're just gonna double down on the buffs, just start buffing everything. You know, and I mean, you know, it's pretty much a Paladin exclusive thing. See, like Hammer of Wrath finally comes down on turn 3, but that's only going to be enough to deal with one of them. So now I think we start playing out our creatures. So let's see. Let's play Static Waveform here. 3 mana 7/8. Oh, a 3 mana 6/8. My bad. It lost an attack going into his turn. Like, yeah, don't twist my arm. I will take a 3 mana 6 attack 8 health creature. It's just a lot of, like, you know, strength for a single card. And I mean, you know, like, yes, it is losing stats as the game goes on, but since you're playing an aggressive deck anyway, that doesn't really, you know, that's not really a problematic factor like it would be in like a more like slow deck, you know? I think I'm going to play one of these, and then I'm going to play the Raid Leader just to get a single more damage with the Static Waveform. He goes, by the holy light. So yeah, Kangor Dancing King. That is an amazing card. Lifesteal. Swap this with a minion from your hand and give it lifesteal. Oh, jeez. Okay. It would be nice if I could silence that. Oh, you know what though? I can block it from attacking, which honestly might be the next best thing. Honestly, you know, I'm gonna block it from attacking. Play this, play that, and just swing him in the face. There we go. Kangor Dancing King might usually be fantastic, but when it can't attack, good luck, dude. Accept my praise. Alright. Oh, he summoned a 2/2 that deals 3 damage to everything. That actually might save him here. That might save him here, honestly. Take 1 fatigue damage. Alright, do I have anything to, like, silence that? No, right? I could save this minion, and I think these two just win the game now. Well played. Well played, dude. That was insane. So yeah, that just shows you this explosive potential of this deck. Literally, I started off the game going turn 1 Stereo Totem, turn 2 Stereo Totem. Like, what? And then, you know, like, it just snowballed out of control so quickly. You know, and that's really what this deck is about. It's all about those explosive starts. Really, you know, and the king of explosive starts is Flame Imp, definitely. You know, just getting a 1 mana 3/2 is just bonkers. Even if you're taking 3 damage, you know, that's absolutely beyond acceptable. You know, tour guide for the 1 mana hero power, etc. But where it really shines, I mean, look at how many new cards we have. The new set really introduced just a lot of nuts cards. In the, you know, even in the common slot, like, see, like, Candle Raiser's a common, Rowdy Fan is a common, Outfit Tailor's a common. Like, you know, Rolling Stone is a common, Stereo Totem's a common. Like, it's like they really were just like, you know what, we're gonna give the free-to-play players a huge buff this patch, and we're just gonna let them go nuts. So, so yeah, I really appreciate you guys watching, and I really hope you give this deck a chance for yourself. I am going to go ahead, I'm going to drop this video, hopefully a core set version of this deck, so then you'll have, you know, something to start with as a free-to-play player. So yeah, definitely let me know how the deck works for you on ladder, and be on the lookout for my core set Zoo deck that is also coming out really soon, because then you'll have something to start with as a free player, and then you can transition over to this deck, you know, with something a little more pricey. You know, it's got like a couple rares, you know, and mainly commons. But thanks for watching, guys. I'll also be uploading Dead Island 2 in a few days, and not tomorrow, but the next day. So we're talking about like the 20th, I believe. So thanks for tuning in, and I will see you then. Peace.